It's kind of stormy today, but it's not just the weather. We are in a storm. We are in the war zone. We are in the spiritual war zone. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It affects all of us. Doesn't matter how you think you see the truth or whatever it may be. It's some serious stuff, and I'm telling you one thing. Living our lives, working, spending money, paying off debt, and then you die. Sounds horrible because that's what it is. We work our whole lives to feel like we're building something for the future, but meanwhile we're wasting everything. We're wasting our money, wasting our time, we're wasting our energy, and then when there's nothing left, we're gonna moan about it and regret, and then it's gonna be too late. So how do we avoid this? Well, it's pretty easy. Like, first of all, see it for what it is, get real. Get real. Choose life, and life is also the struggle, the pain, the sacrifice. And that's not something we like. We like to be dead. We like to be dead emotionally. We like to run away from everything. We like to avoid everything. We don't want to live. And that's the harsh truth. And it's been not built in, but like, we've been brainwashed to think this is good. And how funny life is that the more you do that, the more toxic the people in your life are gonna be, because you subscribe to the dark. So you're gonna accept the dark until it's too much, until you can't handle it anymore, and then you break down. And then you find God if you let it happen. If you let it happen. God speaks to all of us. God is in all of us. God is not far away from us. God is not in church. God is everywhere. God is everywhere. God is in you. God is in me. God speaks to us through so many ways. And if you listen and you know what's right, you do know what's right, the more you listen and the more you take action accordingly. So instead of letting myself go, letting myself be a slob, I actually choose life instead of death. I take care of myself. And everybody can do that. And you have to do that if you want to preserve what you have. If you don't want to feel like you wasted your life. There's no other way to actually live and to get the gifts, The kingdom is awaiting, I'm telling you. And it's not in a specific religion. It's all in you. And spiritual teachings, religious teachings, they can all be a tool, an important tool. But you have to walk your path. That's all you have to do. Don't even worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't subscribe to the death cult. Only thinking about what happens until you die. I mean, in a way, it's good to put it into perspective. Like, how much can I do, could I achieve before I pass into the next stage? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But being overly consumed with thoughts of lack makes us be very impulsive, And it makes us waste time, money, and energy. Because we buy into the lies. And then what do? What do we do? We think we need things that we don't need. And we neglect and ignore the things that actually matter. You know, these things, these videos, these teachings, it never gets a lot of attention because it's for a select few people, it's for you and the 10 other people who are watching. So, like the video, please. At least a few more people maybe who need it can access it because of that. Because these things are getting suppressed by the dark side, I'm telling you. Have you ever noticed that the most popular things seem to be like people wanna delude themselves and say, oh, maybe it's something good in it. Like, you can always find something good in anything, really. Even in death or other things, you can if you want to. But is it something to strive for? No. Is it something you wanna support? Questionable, right? Do you wanna support vanity, superficiality, elitism? Is that what you want to support? Capitalism? Is that what you want to support? No. If you listen up to this point, of course not. You have to have the warrior spirit instead of subscribing to death and just darkness. You have to have the warrior spirit. You have to voice your opinions more, because that's your calling. That's your calling, if you understand what I'm even talking about. It is, you know. I see us being a small but strong family, spiritually speaking. And if we... I know this video is not going to get a lot of views. I know already, because it's too much, it's too strong. But if you understand these things, you can't be quiet anymore. And at least if you can't voice it yourself, support it when you see it. And not just, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about in real life, you know. If somebody does something destructive, then call it out. Or step away from it, at least. If you're very passive, support other people when they are stepping into their calling, when they feel motivated to make changes in their life. Support that, praise it. Somebody stands up for what's right, you know, be there to support and show your support, voice your support. Can be very small things that make a big difference. You know, the worst is us feeling like we're alone and we are alien and nobody else understands what we're talking about or what we think. And the older I get, the more people I see are like me. So don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. And it doesn't take a lot of people to save a lot of people. Christ was one person, and there were, you know, in the beginning there weren't like so many followers. And then other people, other prophets. Everybody can be prophetic, really. Anybody, you know. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this finds you well. God bless you. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.